A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings.
Ready to get us started, Rodrigo Blankenship.
And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Rodgers going to come out throwing.
Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
One for one, a lot more to go. Now a first down carry by Jones.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Now it's Rodgers. Caught right side. It's Lewis. That one a first down pickup of 8.
To Mercedes Lewis. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Green Bay.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
The Vikings here hosting Green Bay in the season opener, and they've got one of those quirks in the schedule that is going to work in their favor. They play all 3 of their division home games in the first 5 weeks of the year. After Green Bay today, they'll host Detroit in Week 3 and then Chicago in Week 5.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And some room to roam now. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. They find some open field here. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one, 28 yards on the ground. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks.
And the Vikings are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 7-yard line.
They run it again with Cook. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On play action, Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, here's the run with Cook. Dancing away at the 35. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Here's Cousins.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Running off tackle with Cook. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Having someone like T.J. Hockenson as your starting tight end makes you feel good as an organization, because he finds ways to get open and gives his quarterback a reliable safety net over the middle or even to the edges. Case in point there, that play for a first down.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here's Cook again.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
Escaping the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Rodgers going to throw. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. That was Patrick Peterson from his quarterback spot whirling in for the sack. After the sack on first down, Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones. He's got room at the 30.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers!
Robert Tonyan,
A 20-yard touchdown.
and the Packers have taken the lead.
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Vikings 3. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action now. Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Play fake. Cousins.
And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call tippy toes if that one was completed.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to gather the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Jalen Naylor with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead is now 10-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This is a half for not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
A final shot before half for Rodgers.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Mason Crosby, the kickoff for Green Bay.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
Complete to Justin Jefferson. That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 7.
And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on third.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they work this right upfield across the 45. That third down conversion good for 23.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise on your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Running for it, here's Cook. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones.
And a lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
They're quickly out wide. This is Watson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
56 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
And the Packer 1st down.
On play action, now Rodgers.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. This is caught. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
1st and goal at the
Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Packers have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10.
Vikings 10. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Nuwanger now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride in the offense this go-around. On 2nd down, Cousins again.
We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this 3rd down play as we play. Throwing is Rodgers. And he wisely will throw that one away. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
He'll return it from the 6. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They go play action. Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Some good game teams around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Three yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Cousins now. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson, 61 yards. And the Vikings use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now 17-14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Palladino now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough 1st downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that load in the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
That is caught by Thielen. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 36. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he rifles one incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cousins again. Dancing to his left. Lets it fly for Thielen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so he's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Back to throw, Rodgers.
It's complete, Lazard.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
Rodgers teaming up with Lazard there for a Packer first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Green Bay.
He's back to throw.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. In motion, the tight end. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. They run again on first down. Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before it's brought down. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Now, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, it's piled all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you were going in the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Vikings, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.